Welcome to today's lesson on triads. To learn triads, we have to know the notes in the treble clef, and we also have to know the notes in the bass clef. So we're going to start off with the notes in the treble clef. We have 5 lines: E, G, B, D, and F from bottom to top. So we have E first line, G second line, B third line, D fourth line, and F fifth line. Then we have the 4 spaces in between the lines. We have one word, face. We have the first space F, second space A, third space C, and fourth space E. When we put our lines and spaces together, it becomes alphabetical. It makes a scale. So a scale being alphabetical, we've E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, and line space, line space, line space, and so on. To form triads or chords, we use our CLEF formula. In music, when we move line to line, we skip one letter. For example, we move from E to G to B to D and finally F. When moving line to line, this effectively makes a triad or a chord in music. Coming up is another example with spaces, where we move from F to A to C and to E, where we skip one letter between each space. This is also creating chords or triads. Going from F to A to C to E, skipping one letter between each space. In music, the bass clef gives us our lower notes. Like the treble clef, the bass clef also has 5 lines, going from bottom G, B, D, F, and A. First line G, second line B, third line D, fourth line F, and fifth line A. Then we have our 4 spaces in between the lines: A, C, E, and G. First space A, second space C, third space E, and fourth space G. When we put the lines and spaces together like the treble clef, we make a scale which is alphabetical. In this case, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A. And line space, line space, line space, and so on. So now that we know chord is the same as a triad, in our triads question we have to know how to make a chord table. Every chord has 3 notes and we use the CLEF to form it. See the following video coming up on how to form a chord or triad. Chord tables. Now, to learn chords in music we need to use the formula that we have. We use the CLEF. So that involves 3 notes. Okay? So every chord will have 3 notes. 1, 3, 5, meaning numbers 1, 3, and 5, skipping 2 and 4. So 1, 3, 5. Or the CLEF. So you learn one or the other. The CLEF being this kind of an idea, okay? So you have 1, 2 in the middle, 3, 4, 5. We need to know 1, 3, 5. This kind of formation. Same way if you go to the piano and you use this kind of an idea, press down, you'll get the chord. You're skipping a letter in between each note. Just go down there. So saying the chord is 3 notes, 1, 3, 5, or using the CLEF formula. So if we were to do the chord for A, we would have A, C, and E. So A being 1, C being 3, and E being 5. So as you can see, if we had 2 and 4, we would have A, B, C, D, E. But we don't use 2 and we don't use 4, which means B and D are crossed out. So that's where we use 1, 3, 5. Coming up next is keys and key signatures, which is essential to completing the triads question. C equals 0. Okay, so that's all the white notes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. No black notes, no sharps or flats. If you to play the scale of G, G is equal to 1 sharp. And that 1 sharp is F. So that means that you play G, A, B, C, D, E, F, sharp, F sharp, and then back to G again. If you have two sharps, then you have D, the key of D, two sharps is D, and you have F sharp and C sharp. So if you take the two of them out, it's not going to sound right. Then we move to flats. So we have one flat, it's going to be B flat. Alright? Why? Because it's the last, see over here? One flat is B flat. So it's going to be now F, G, A, B, B what?
Flat.
C, D, E, F. Last one then we have B flat and E flat, which is two flats. So that would be a key of B flat because it's two flats. And that's why we need to know. So if we just have white notes and play white to white, you can see why certain scales are going to be wrong. We need to know sharps and flats for that reason. We need to know scales, we need to know keys, and we need to know all these rhymes here for those reasons.